Well, the boys do lose a heartbreaker when it's all said and done tonight. Let's talk about it quick. Coming up. Forgive the attire, guys. I gotta go. I've got somebody moving into the building. They're going to get their second load. I gotta get down there in a few minutes. So I've got time just to throw this together before they call me. And so I gotta be ready. So here we go. Geez, if we didn't start so crap in this game. We stood around, we looked like we're going to get murdered tonight. And by the end of this game, we deserved a better fate. It's just, this is the results of a losing streak. But I am not going to complain about anything except the goal scoring. UPL gave us a real chance to win tonight, folks. He gave us a real chance. And you know what? Granado, wake up and just run UPL for now, please. Just run UPL in these games. Doesn't make any sense right now. Just keep the guy in that's giving you half-decent goaltending and keep him in. He looked good in this game. Keep him in. No more of this, he plays 2 games, he has to rest thing. Run him 7 games in a row if you have to, unless there's back-to-backs. Okay, let's look at the numbers in this, guys. Okay, the numbers, let me get it here. Here we go. As you see, 35-29, the Sabres wound up out shooting them, and we're the better team by the end of this game. But again, the face-offs, we struggled. We had 43%, they had 57%. On the power play, they were 0 for 2, and the Sabres didn't get a power play. They out-hit us 21-16. They were up 2-0 by the time we got our second hit, though. We had 1 hit by the time they scored 2 goals. That's really the tail in this one. Block shots, we had 14, they had 13. We had 4 giveaways, they had 2. We had 5 takeaways, they had 4. Very tight game, guys. Shots on goal per period. 14-11 for the Preds in the first, where I would say really the first 10 minutes we looked a mess, and after that we settled in. Second period, 12-8 Sabres. Third period, 12-7 Sabres. Too little, too late. Scoring. Forsberg opens it up at the 9:40 mark. Makes it 1-0 unassisted. Then Trennan scores about a minute and 14 seconds later from Sissons and Smith. And that's your game winner, 2-0 at 10:54. Olofsson in the second period on the penalty shot, as we've seen at 10:02. Makes it 2-1. We didn't get any closer. Frustrating. Very frustrating because the boys actually deserved a much better fate tonight. They did. They played good enough to win that game. And they're finding ways to lose early. And like this first period thing, guys, we've got to stop letting in all these goals in the first period. And, I don't want to sound like a broken record on things, though. By the time we got physical in this game, they had put it away early. We had 1 hit, they had 2 goals. So it's like something has to be done with that. And by the end of this game, though, I was happy with them. I was. If that game, 5 more minutes, we probably would have won tonight. It's just, and their goalie, he was just outstanding in this game. Let me actually run that real quick. So was UPL, though. My goodness, UPL kept us in this. He gave us a chance. And that's all you can ask, really. That is all you can ask in a game like this, where both teams are desperate to win. They were desperate too. It wasn't just us, guys. They came in very desperate, this team. So, Luukkonen, let me get here yet. Stopped 27 out of 29. Just was outstanding in the game. And the sad thing is that Saros was actually just better. God, we're just not lucky right now. He stopped 34 out of 35, and he was brilliant in nets, as you guys seen in the third. How many times did you guys think we're going to tie it? I did, So we can whine and complain all we want. They gave us a good effort tonight. They did. And the cold hard facts, guys, is we're just not scoring. That is the cold reality of what's going on this year. We're not scoring many goals, and it's hard to watch when in a game like this, when you can only score 1 on the penalty shot and the rest of the game you're shut out. And that's what happened. in this game. So they get an A for effort, and they get a F for the way they started the game, the first 10 minutes. And, Riley, we were lucky he didn't blow up a few goals tonight in there, because he was all over us certain points of the game. It's ridiculous, So UPL did his job tonight, no matter what. And we should keep him going in the nets till there's a back-to-back. That's it. Till there's a back-to-back. I don't care, 1 day rest, back in. 1 day rest, back in. Keep him going in nets. That's what I would do, folks. That's what I think we should do. Because if we give away games because we have no goaltending, I don't trust Comrie. I just don't. And UPL's the only one that has shown life this year. So I know Comrie looked good in preseason, and he looked good in a few games, but he gets hurt all the time. And UPL might be coming into his own this year. So we have to see that happen. But overall, we held our own when it come to like the physical play with this team. They're one of the best hitting teams in hockey. It wasn't a high hitting game, mind you, by any stretch, but it was still, there was a little nasty out there, and Cousins has got to find a net soon, because he has been brutal with chances. He's not bearing nothing. That's another thing. Cousins at this point needs to do something. He's one of the leaders in this team. He needs to bury his chances. I can't even go into any more than that, guys. Really, it's a frustrating loss tonight. It's all it is. And it's the worst time for a loss like this, guys. It is. This is the worst possible time to lose a heartbreak like this is right now. But hey, for the first time all season, we're 3 games under 500. We'll see what we're made of. We'll see what the team does. We're going to see if Adams just pulls a bottle on us and does nothing. We're going to find out a lot of things we need to know as fans. I'm just going to look at it that way. I'm not going to get caught up with winning and losing like a lot of you guys are. I'm not doing it. I'll get frustrated, but at the same time, no, I want to see what we have upstairs. I want to see how Granato reacts to this, how Adams reacts to this. We need to know. We don't want to find this out when we're in a deep playoff run and all of a sudden we realize, my goodness, there's nothing happening all of a sudden. We just go from lights out team to a nothing happening team. It's frustrating. It's frustrating because last year we were scoring at will, and this year, my goodness, we can't buy a goal, it feels like, folks. It just feels that way. We can't buy a goal right now. And I look at us in the goals for, and it just feels like we're the worst team in the league with scoring right now, which doesn't make sense when you think about this team and the talent we have. That's the one thing, guys, about this team. I'll say this, I'm closing it out here. But the one thing I'll say about this, it's not like we don't have any horses on this team. We do. I mean, yeah, I get that some of you are frustrated we have Okposo and certain guys still playing. I get that. But we have enough talent on this team that there should be more goals for than this. And we got to figure this out. So, till they do, guys, I'm done like dinner. I'll see you later. I got to get downstairs. I got a hectic night, probably till about 1 a.m. So I got to get out of here. Have a good night. See you guys tomorrow.